when the news came to Ravana that his dearest, eldest son, the crown prince of the Rakshasa dynasty, had been killed, he couldn't believe it. He could not believe it. Indrajit had benedictions. He couldn't be killed. What to speak of just being a father, not willing to accept this thing. Ultimately, when he finally believed it, he was simultaneously heartbroken and outraged. He was such a demon. He was really a demon, Ravana. Classic demon. His first reaction, after he somehow or other adjusted to the reality that Indrajit was dead by Lakshman, is to kill Sita. It's because of her that my brothers, my son, and my whole dynasty is being destroyed. He just marched into the Ashoka Grove, pulled his sword to kill Sita. You are the cause of the destruction of everything because you will not surrender to me. But Mandodari was pulling on him, saying, no, she didn't do anything. You kidnapped her. You're a warrior. You're a fighter. Go kill Ram. What has Sita done? Show your prowess against Ram, not this helpless girl. And his ministers told him the same thing. Actually, everyone loved Sita. Ravana ordered, bring my chariot. Today I will enter into the battlefield. It was the first time he entered the battle. When he attacked, he was mad. He had all his weapons, all of his astras. Thousands and thousands and thousands of the soldiers of the monkey army attacked him, and he was just like time personified, just devastating everything in sight. Ultimately, Lakshman stood before Ravana. Ravana threw a javelin, and Lakshman destroyed it. Then Ravana took the most powerful of all of his javelins. It soared through the air. This javelin had benedictions that it must defeat whoever it is aimed toward. It pierced the chest of Lakshman, who fell to the ground unconscious. When Ram saw this, he ran to the site of this great, great tragedy, and he saw his brother. There was a heartbeat, but no other symptoms of consciousness. His heart was broken. He just got up. He was just standing on the ground. He was angry. He took his arrows and just tortured Ravana. This arrow was piercing Ravana everywhere. Ravana couldn't tolerate the pain, and he retreated from the battlefield. Meanwhile, Ram put all of his full energy in trying to nurse Lakshman to health. He didn't know how. Although he's the Supreme Personality of Godhead, he was appearing out of his Leela like a human being. Not as a human being, but certain qualities to attract the love of his devotees. Jambavan saw Lakshman's condition and said, there is still a very faint beat in his heart. He can be saved. There is a herb at the Mahodaya mountain in Himalayas. Hanuman could get that herb. Ramchandra dispatched Hanuman immediately. Bring the herb. In one jump, Hanuman went from Sri Lanka, the battlefield, all the way to the Himalayas. And there was the Mahodaya mountain. But he couldn't find the herb. But that was not going to distract Hanumanji. He lifted the entire mountain and holding it in one hand, with one jump returned to Sri Lanka. The monkey doctor, Shushena, went to collect the herb. As soon as Lakshman smelled it, he was brought back to consciousness. Ravana came out from the city again, fully rejuvenated, determined, and ready for battle. At that time, the charioteer of Indra, Matali, appeared with Indra's own personal golden chariot and said, my Lord has sent this chariot as a service for you to fight against Ravana. Fully equipped with all weapons. It was a very great fight. There was as much a fight as with words as there was with weapons, which is the way Kshatriyas classically fight. Ram, with very sharp arrows, wanted to finish Ravana off. He cut off all his arms, But immediately, 20 arms grew right back. He cut off all 10 heads. Immediately, all the 10 heads grew back. Ravana represents lust. He is lust personified. Kama, the demon of lust, anger, pride, greed, anger, and illusion. These demons have made their kingdom in our minds and our senses. They have conquered us, and they're powerful. More powerful than any human. More powerful than our mind or senses can withstand. Only the Supreme Personality of Godhead can conquer over these demons. The Lord has appeared in His holy names. It is our shelter. It is our protection from all danger. You fight against this monster qualities of lust in our heart, anger, greed, pride. Even if we defeat it, we find, again, Prabhupada says, its ugly head appears. Just when we think we're advanced, just when we think we've become transcendental, just when we think that we have become pure devotees, the ugly Ravana-like head of lust appears. Very difficult. So Ram was cutting head after head after head after head. Vibhishan explained to Ram, there is nectar that has been by boon. Ravana has received nectar in his heart. As long as that is there, nothing can defeat him. The only way is you must pierce his heart. And that is a fact. The Jnana Yogis, the Astanga Yogis, they are trying to somehow or other conquer these enemies of lust, anger, pride, greed, anger, and illusion. But we see the greatest of yogis, Vishwamitra Muni. He did tapasya that are beyond anybody's comprehension or abilities. But even after thousands of years of his tapasya, the ugly head of lust again appeared. And he fell down. It is only through bhakti. When Vishwamitra Muni took shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, then he was able to conquer the enemies within. Krishna consciousness is not simply to fight against the symptoms of the disease. We must do that simultaneous. But we must cure the cause of the disease. We must go to the heart of the problem. The heart of the problem is we want to be the enjoyer. We must clean our heart. And how do we clean our heart? The Lord has told us the only way that's practical in this age of Kali. Cheto, darpana, marajanam. We can clean our heart by letting Krishna into our heart. Krishna is all pure. Therefore, the greatest weapon in all of creation is God's holy name. Because the Lord is not different than His name. When He enters our hearts, when He purifies our hearts, then all the other problems of lust, anger, envy, greed, pride, and illusion are vanquished. This is the unlimited glory of the prime benediction for all humanity, the congregational chanting of the holy names of the
You were listening to Radhanath Swami on thesacredconnect.com.